Hey guys, it's Iz.
Hey, it's Robyn.
Hi guys, it's Vit.
Hi, it's Fur.
And Naj isn't joining us today, sadly. But let's get into the review of this. Feels a little culty. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be honest. There wasn't a whole lot of hype for this episode. We weren't. I don't know who. I mean, I know who, but besides them, who was excited for this episode?
Not me.
It had barely any promo, right? Alright. Also.
Well, that's the thing too, is we came off of like a 3-week hiatus, and on that hiatus we got like nothing. Not only did we get like the same sneak peek yesterday and today, but then we also got like just a lack of like nothing, like literally nothing.
And we got the information that we are not going to get the last 4 episodes.
Oh yeah, and then we got the information that the CW, fuck the CW, has cut out 4 episodes that we're not getting.
Only in the fall.
Explain yourself, CW, because it's not making sense at all. Like why you would cut just Legacies. We got cut short for season 2. Why are we getting cut short for season 3 too?
And it's not even like it was planned. Like this was. I mean, like, this is not on the show. The show was filming up until 20. They were expecting...
Yes.
Yeah, they're still filming. They were expecting to get 20 episodes. So the CW just decided out of the blue, because, you know, they can, to cut 4 episodes. Because why? We have no idea. No idea. It's ridiculous. I mean, the cast is going to end up going in and filming for season 4 anyways. And now... like, it just makes no sense. Like, Walker gets stretched until August, and they have like 4 episodes left. Like, 4 episodes.
It's ridiculous.
And what are they moving it up for? Like, really? Like, what are they taking Legacies out for? A show that no one's gonna watch because it's summertime? Like, it's just stupid. It's absolutely stupid that we're not getting. And we're not mad at Legacies. We're mad at the network. It's the CW. So if you guys have an issue, go and yell at the CW. I know I have been.
Don't yell at the writers. Don't yell at the cast. It's not their fault.
No. But, okay. I don't even know where to start on this episode.
There's a lot.
Punching bag.
Okay. Yes, we start with Clark and letting out some prisoner who, I mean, okay, but the artifact inspired Clark to let the prisoner out in order to make a pit to release the monster, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in a sense, Cleo was responsible for that cult because she inspired Clark to go to the monster or the witch that was tied up to make that cult in order for them to get enough power to open up whatever that pit was so that they can release monsters. So Cleo could inspire while she was still in the artifact.
Yeah.
Which we did say. I think we said that last episode, like our last podcast.
Yeah, we
and
said
so she almost like manipulated this in a way while she was still in the artifact in order for the artifact to get to Hope and for like all of this stuff to happen.
It was everywhere.
Yeah, like her story is a lot bigger than we thought, and I'll bet anything that she knows more about Landon than she's let on, and obviously more about Hope than she's let on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, and I know that Brett's interview said that, I mean, he made it seem like Cleo and Landon do team up, but like, I'm kind of wondering how that's going to go. And I'm just going to bring this up now. They keep talking about how Hope and Landon are toxic to each other. Like
Yeah.
every episode, they bring it up. Every single episode. So when they find out that they're not toxic to each other, because you don't bring up this point,
Yeah.
if you're not going to actually have an outcome to it.
Like saying that's the only thing that keeping them from being happy, completely happy. Yeah.
That's the thing, is they're also saying, like, literally that is the only thing that's keeping them apart.
Exactly.
Like,
I can't believe you have to wait until October.
I know.
love this so much.
Josie said it.
Okay, the fact that Josie said that, like, she actually said that it wasn't just Landon, that it was also Hope. Like,
Yeah.
that she said that it wasn't, like, she basically just said what we have been saying since last episode, is that Landon just, he did the step that he needed to do in order for them to defeat Malivore, which Hope wasn't doing, because she even said to Cleo, he's the one person I can't bring myself to fight. And so, like, just the fact that Landon made that hard decision to leave so he could go defeat Malivore, and Josie saw that and basically said that to Hope, like, it's just, Josie, you're
Thank
queen
you.
this episode.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's go back into the beginning. Okay, the Romeo and Juliet stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
we
So
see you, Penny. We see you, Brett. We see you, Legacies. You have Hope and Landon break up, and then literally the next episode, you're doing a Romeo and Juliet play. I mean, you're not sly.
Yeah, we
No.
see right through you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like undying love. Yeah.
And then Hope's little, like, outburst there, and it was obviously about Landon. Like, she's outbursting, like, all of her outbursts have been about Landon. And then she's going to the punching bag, and the parallel of the punching bag to 210 with Landon.
Yes.
I made my tweet regarding that.
Yeah.
You guys can go see it.
But, like, okay. So then, okay, and at the Romeo and Juliet scene, Josie and Finch were adorable.
Oh my
On the
gosh.
stairs. That was so
They
cute. But then Josie going to Hope and saying that we have to go rescue Lizzie, and then finding out that it was a lie, that she manipulated Hope to get to the cult.
How she didn't notice that Lizzie was acting so strange?
Yeah, Josie just, like, did she just, are they even allowed phones there? How are they talking?
Okay, first of all, since when did Josie get her license? Because she was the one driving.
I didn't
car
even see it.
scene.
That was so fast.
That car ride scene was bomb, wasn't it?
It was so
Very
amazing.
long.
We had a great time. It went by so fast. It's almost like it didn't happen.
I blinked and I lost it. That's sorry. I just gotta see Hope get out of the car and closing the door. I swear to God, I'm serious. I'm being serious.
Oh, then she opened the trunk and she pulled the bag out
Yeah, that
of
was
weapons. But so yeah, Josie lied to Hope about getting her there. But the whole cult thing was just,
It was weird.
yeah, like, it was just,
What was going on the entire thing? Like, I was live reacting to it, and I literally, in between commercials, I was like, guys, I have no idea what to talk about because I have
Man,
no idea.
I was like, what is happening? Like, what goes on this episode?
and it's
I
funny
had no-
because Hope was just like, okay, they all look like they're on drugs, and they literally were. Like, it's just so, they were all so weird. And then the whole, like, crystal thing, and so the witch originally was an empath, so she knew how to control the emotions, but then she used the paralytic or the drug or whatever in order to get their minds to kind of like mellow out, I guess, and believe that the colors of the crystals defined their emotional state. Was that right? Sounds right.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like
But
I'm gonna be so lost next episode because I know like nothing about Star Wars.
I'm with you a bit.
I want to talk about that episode, but we'll do that at the end because
Yeah.
I am excited for that. But Hope and okay, it was funny that Hope and Josie were both dressed in like head to toe black.
I know. I pointed that out. I was like,
everyone
what the fuck?
was, yeah, and then everyone was in white, and like Lizzie's little like comments like "there's no dicks here," like
Yeah, we don't deal with boys. So sometimes I swear to God.
some of the one-liners that they throw in is just like,
no comment.
this is our comfort show, guys.
I don't know. Legacies is so sometimes it's so ridiculous that I love so much.
I know it's
I
that's
just
the
find
thing.
it's like that's funny. Like it is the root of Legacies. Like it is a TV universe show, but they are separated. Like it's supposed to be different. Brett say that.
I mean, Legacies is my favorite out of all three because I
Yeah,
love the
same.
humor of it.
And I
And-
got so much more attached to these characters than the originals in The Vampire Diaries.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean, yes, there's like dumbness. Like there's just like you just watch the show and you're just like, how am I so attached to this?
Yeah, and say like this is so Legacies because it's so dumb.
But I
But
think
like it is what they're going for.
yeah, but I think a lot of it though is it's a lot of comfort. And I think that like the Vampire Diaries and the originals, while they were good shows, they didn't provide that comfort that Legacies does. You know? Like that almost you just kind of escape into this world of like silliness, but also there's, you know, stories along the way, and then like, you know, love and all of that stuff. But it's just like the baseline of it is that humor, and there's that like level of like comfort and happiness that you have when watching it. It's not deep, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe that's why I love it so much, is because it's
It's
fun.
my favorite out of the three too. It's funny, and I like that it's funny, and I like that it's not as dark as the other two, and I just relate to the characters a lot more in this one.
And that's the other thing, is despite them being supernatural, they're so relatable.
Yeah.
Like having a character like Landon, the foster child, the geek, you know, like he's so relatable to so many people. Like people didn't relate to Stefan or Damon or you know, all of the vampires, but they relate to Landon. And now with Finch is a very relatable character because she doesn't necessarily fit into this neat little box that someone's checked off for her.
It's
You
not
know?
privileged like
Yeah. And then Lizzie, you know, with her struggling with her mental health and everything. I mean, she's another character that so many young people can look at and relate to, you know. And then again with Hope, with her grief, when she's allowed to feel the grief, you know.
Never.
But I mean, just with the loss of her parents and like just everything that she's kind of gone through, like supernatural aside, you know, the broken home with her dad being away and all of that. Like it's just, there's every single one of these characters are so relatable, you know. Even Jed, you know, like especially like now in this episode, you can kind of see a little bit of his struggles with fitting in and stuff like that. And MG too, like he's really trying to find like a place for himself because he's kind of been lost these last couple of seasons, right? So I don't know. I think that's why I really enjoy the show, and why, like, you know what I really love about Handon's is that despite us not getting, like, we didn't get Handon this episode, and we got like Handon crumbs, but none of us are out there messaging the writers or Brett or, you know, the directors or anything like that, you know, saying things like mean things about the episodes. You know, it may not have been our favorite episode, and we may say that it was kind of corny or whatever, but like we're not out there like fully hating and dumping on the episode, you know.
They're giving us episodes to watch, and I think that's the point of this, is to be grateful for what we're getting.
Yeah.
And don't hate on the actors either, please. They do nothing wrong. They're doing their jobs, and I feel like people don't understand that either. So yeah, that's all I have to
I
say.
mean, that's what I just love about Handon Nation is despite us not necessarily getting what we want, which, I mean, when do you ever get that in a TV show or a movie or whatever? But we're still being respectful. You know?
Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest things, is I'm so proud to be part of this community of Handons, because we are respectful. So good job, guys. You guys are awesome. All of the Handons listening, and all of the non-Handons, even if you're listening, but you are respectful, good job. If you're not respectful,
Good job on being a decent person.
yeah, on being a decent person. Exactly. That's just what it is be a decent person, because the people who write this and you know, and work on this show, and, you know, this is their work, their life. This is how they pay to survive. And, you know, sending them death threats and, you know, just shitting on the show constantly is like,
It's ridiculous.
what does that accomplish for you, honestly?
Nothing.
Yeah. But anyways, let's get back into the episode. Hope touches the crystal and everything goes red, which is funny because she has a red lightsaber in the preview for the next episode. So I find that the fact that they had the crystals around their neck determining, like, which is basically like their emotional, like, mindset or whatever. And then crystals for Jedis are actually very chosen, like they're very tailored to each person or each Jedi, or you know, just whoever has one, it's very tailored to who they are. Like the color crystals are not just like randomized. So I just think that I know you don't understand, but for, you know, right? Like they're not.
True. Yes, 100% true.
Yeah. So like the crystals, bringing the crystals in this episode and then having the next episode have the lightsabers is just like really cool, because like I said, the crystals for the lightsabers are very generated to who that person is as an individual. So I just think that's a really fun tie-in. And then Hope getting touched by Andy, was it?
Yeah.
And then like complete, like her whole like attitude, like Danielle is amazing. I mean, to go from like snarky Hope, who I love snarky Hope so much, and then to go to like this like total like mind controlled, like, you know, drugged out like cult, you know, member. It's just she is just so amazing.
Yeah, she does. She can do anything, I swear to God.
She really can. Like they just keep giving her all of these things to do and you know, to be, and she just kills every single one of them. Like Danielle, we are so impressed by you. Like honestly, I don't know if you're listening, but
We love you. You are incredibly talented.
you deserve all the awards, because honestly,
you literally snap.
such joy to watch the episode. Yeah. Like she really does. She makes it a joy to watch every episode.
Mm-hmm.
She's literally like the only reason why I'm still watching the show.
And Arya.
Oh yes, Arya. Like
but anyways, it's really hard to think about like what happens in the episode, because so much of it was just like, I was sitting there, I was just like, what is going on?
Very random.
Okay, so Dorian and Alaric looking for MG.
MG.
And then, I'm sorry, but a fucking Wendigo? A Wendigo? That thing.
When no one's there.
I honestly thought a panda was gonna come out.
asking. I have been asking for a freaking Wendigo for like, when was our monster episode? Like since our freaking monster episode. But see, here's the thing. The fact that there's a Wendigo in this episode, and like 2 episodes ago they were talking about a Wendigo, just goes to show you that nothing is said without thought, without meaning. So again, going back into the whole Hope and Landon are toxic to each other and the fact that they keep bringing it up, they kept bringing up the Wendigo, and look, we got the Wendigo in this episode. Fucking Wendigo. Like, and the Wendigo's skull looked like part of Landon's uniform. Also the fur. So I'm thinking Landon killed a Wendigo in the prison world.
Yeah, he probably did.
But like, if Malivore released a Wendigo, was it going after, like, are Landon and Cleo in that area then?
Yeah, they would have to be, because if the monsters are after both of them, or is it just after Cleo at this point?
Or like, but the thing is like the cult was trying to open up the new pit. So like, how are these monsters getting out if, so is there 2 pits now?
Who knows what kind of pits there are?
Yes, there should be 2 because we never knew where the last one was.
Well, because we assumed that but maybe there wasn't the last one because, oh no, there was, because Cleo said that the gremlin wasn't sent by her.
And we never knew where that pit is.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Like, the Wendigo, I mean, obviously it would have been out there to try to get Cleo and Landon, so they must have been close by, but MG was tracking the Wendigo and it was killing people. You know, I don't know. It's just the fact, I saw that Wendigo and I fucking screamed. I was just like, are you... But okay, this also proves that they listen to our podcast, because like almost every monster that we have said we wanted has now been on the show.
Hi guys, welcome to the Handon Weekly podcast.
We love you guys.
Glad you're here. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you for giving me my Wendigo. And he looked really cool, by the way. But I mean, what was the purpose of that storyline though?
Just to bring the damn Darth Vader.
Well, but
To bring MG back to the school.
Bringing MG back, yeah, I guess, and having Alaric and Dorian work together. I mean, it also shows that Ethan actually was compelled, or was he lying?
I don't know. It's a really confusing episode for me.
I have a theory now with the preview of the next episode. I have a theory about who Hope is now setting up, or Lizzie is now setting up Hope with.
Yeah, Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan.
And she's gonna have feelings for
But
him.
Ethan and Lizzie are gonna...
Yeah, have feelings for each other.
Yeah.
Next episode?
No, 16. But next episode...
They're gonna kill.
It showed them as 2 characters who in the Star Wars movies actually fall in love.
And then she's gonna try to set him up with Hope, and she's gonna realize she has some feelings. Because of the hallucination.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know, yeah. I have always said that Ethan was here for Lizzie. Maybe
But you know what? So did I, because remember, Alaric said to Mac, it's too bad Lizzie couldn't meet someone like Ethan, or maybe we should get Ethan and Lizzie together, or something like that. Do you remember when they were at the bar before?
Yeah, I literally said that in my reaction. I was like,
what
Robyn
about Ethan? I can't believe I won't get MG.
I know we're not going to get Ethan, but there's a love triangle there, maybe.
Oh yeah, that would be good. I would root for everyone. Let's just all make out.
All three of them. They just all be in a
Yeah.
relationship together.
You deserve it.
My
Yeah.
my heart, but it's fine.
Okay. Lizzie being jealous of Hope because of the power thing, like the fact that that snapped her out of her, like, you know, delusion state or whatever, like the whole like paralytic, or not, it's not a paralytic, it's a hallucinogenic drug. But the fact that that like snapped her out of it because she had been dealing with that, like, you know, since season 1.
Yeah.
But I think that kind of brought up the whole like the season 1 vibes between Hope and Lizzie, like my Lizzie's season 1 vibes, because of the lie. And that was why she had like been so so jealous of Hope in that sense, right? But just the fact that that's, and then she went, I thought that there was going to be something in the mirror when Andy was talking to it.
Oh yeah, but she was
Oh
just
yeah.
talk to herself.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, so something's stuck in the mirror. I mean, okay, yeah, a wraith makes sense then. I mean, maybe there's like a wraith possessing her or something. But there was nothing in the mirror, and she was literally just talking to herself saying, oh, I'm going to get you released soon or whatever. And it's just like, well, that was weird. Okay. Like, is it a magic mirror? What if it was the monster she was talking to?
Yeah,
If the monster causes hallucinations and it affects your mind, because it clearly affects Hope, Lizzie, and Josie's mind, what if it was able to affect Andy's mind? What?
It's hallucination. Do we get a Handon mention next episode? Please.
I don't know. She was gonna say something about Landon because he made her watch Star Wars, and she's gonna have to know about this world to get out of it. So they better give me some crumb because there's no way.
We have to.
Yeah, the fact that Landon is in there is already a crime, a robbery.
You can't have a Star Wars episode and not have Arya in it.
Yeah.
There's no way. But didn't Brett write the Star Wars episode?
Yeah.
Okay, and Brett has a full-size Han Solo locked in carbonite in his living room. So he is a huge Star Wars fan. I know you guys don't know what that means. Fern knows what that means. But like, Brett is a huge Star Wars fan. So there's no way that Arya is going to not be in this next episode.
What if it's then he helps Hope to get out?
Oh, well, how do they, because someone's going to have to find them because they're all like passed out.
Yeah, but I think they have to get out of the hallucination, then we wake up, I think.
What if it's Cleo and Landon?
Are they gonna find them?
Yeah, if they're in the middle of the woods somewhere.
I think, what if like, but like, obviously they're going to want to keep an eye on Hope too, because like, they know Malivore is going to come to them, but then also Malivore is going to want to make sure he has Hope controlled because she's the thing that could defeat him, right? I mean, you keep your enemies close.
Yeah.
Right?
And maybe they were looking for the portal, and because this open another portal, they come here.
Right. They're looking for the portal. And so they're going to find Fur. That is, yeah. Definitely. They're going to, I think that Landon and Cleo are probably going to come across them. What if Hope is just like, I had a whole Star Wars hallucination because of you?
I can see that happening though.
Yeah.
Like she gets in it and she's just like,
he follows me everywhere.
She's just like, fuck. Like she won't say it, but still, like she'll think it, you know, because it's literally Landon's. Like
she'll pull a Lizzie and be like, "Son of a bitch."
Yes, but the fact that Hope is hallucinating, because Hope is the more powerful between the three of them. So I would imagine that she would be the one that the monster would target, right? Mm-hmm. Because it would have maybe felt the power between the three of them through Andy. And so it's in her mind that creates this world, and it's Star Wars, so it's literally Landon's world because Hope hates sci-fi.
Yeah.
And it's the only Star Wars film that she watched.
Yeah. And in 304, remember, he's like, I'm just Obi-Wan, and she's like, he died, didn't he? So it's just like, I mean, what if Landon is Obi-Wan in the
I was literally thinking that. I don't know who that is, but I'm like, what if it is? Never mind.
I'm still stuck on this like cult. Like, hey, I have an idea. Let's write an episode about the girls in a cult.
Yeah.
Completely rushed over Jed and Finch.
Okay, yes, okay. Jed and Finch. Jed was back to his normal, like, season 1 stuff that he had kind of done to Roth in the beginning.
Alpha.
Yeah, like the alpha stuff.
Peter Jack.
Yeah. And then, but I love that Finch was just like, no,
Yeah.
Not with me.
I'm not putting up with that. I've been a lone wolf for so long. She's very like Hope vibes too. Like that whole, like lone wolf.
Our minds. It's
Confident
like
on herself. I love it.
Finch is very
She's so hot, can I say? She's just
she's just amazing. She is an amazing character, but she's very much, you know what? I feel like Finch is very Hope and Landon together. Like,
yes.
like the backstory of one in acting. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that's why I like her so much.
Landon's backstory, and then like Hope's kind of like
Attitude.
and personality.
Yeah, exactly. Like
That's why I like her so much. Like,
yeah. She's so relatable.
yeah, with everything going on right now, she's easily my top 3 characters.
Mine too. And then her just like challenging Jed, and he was just like, yeah, okay, but she already beat him like a bunch of times when she first came to the school. So
Yeah.
But I guess that was an official challenge. But there's the fact that she was just like, pool? Okay, and you knew at that point, the smirk on her face, that she was like a pool shark, and you knew that she was gonna kick his ass.
And when she came out with
She
the
was
stick,
about to make me look like a fool.
And that other wolf was so eager. He was just like, he was adorable. Who is he?
Yeah, I love them.
I think they tagged him on
on Instagram.
Okay, he is adorable. Also, shout out to Jackson and Amon, who we saw on the stairs. We love you guys. We saw you guys. Yeah.
Also, I just love how she was able to pick up how that was important to Jed to be an alpha. Like, he was on an act because he had to be strong to be the alpha, but he truly cares about his pack and wants everyone to be safe and everything. And she just
like she could have so easily ended him, and then she looked up and she just noticed, like, she was so intuitive to what he was feeling. First off, the wink though, when she winked at him and then shot the ball and and sunk a bunch of them, I was just like, you are sassy and I love you.
The glove on her hand, the one that was like 2 fingers, and it was like,
well, she worked at the Mystic Grill, and don't they have a pool table in there?
it reminded me of when her and Courtney and Kaylee were on live and they were talking about the Fincy date.
Oh yeah. But yeah, like just Finch, and then Finch like blowing the game just for Jed, like that was.
I thought we were gonna get hit. Oh my gosh, listen. I loved the cute scene at the end with him too. But I thought that we were gonna get his last name, and I really want them to be cousins, but I know it's probably not gonna happen, but I'm just gonna.
Well, because Jed said, or Ben said that the name is really personal to him.
Yeah.
So I don't think that it will be like a cousin thing.
Yeah.
But I do love their like growing friendship so far. And she spends a lot of time with Wade or Elijah and Omino. So, and I know with COVID and everything, they kind of like film in like their groups or whatever. So does that mean that like there's going to be scenes with like Cleo and Finch and
Maybe. I know that Ben was with Mono, Jenny, and Danielle today,
And Arya.
and Arya.
Because he said 2 people, and it was Danielle was for sure there, so it's definitely Arya. Because Kaylee already showed her BTS, so she was allowed to be seen that day.
Yeah.
So it's definitely Danielle and Arya.
It's
But
definitely for her laugh.
yeah, it was her laugh. Yeah, that was adorable. It was so funny that everyone could just like pick it out right away. But can we talk about like how good the girls looked this episode?
Yeah.
Don't even get me started.
Like, first off, Danielle's makeup or Hope's makeup was insane. Like, I loved the darker eyeliner and everything. Like, her makeup was so good. Was it? I don't know. Was it Mike who did it? I don't know, but it was so good.
Yeah, it was. It was really good. All their hair looked beautiful in this episode.
Oh, all their hair. Yeah, their hair looked amazing. I loved Hope's style. Like her, you know,
all
it was so good. And I don't know if it was the lighting or just the fact that but her eyes, did her eyes just like stand out this episode? Like, or was that just me?
Yeah. I think it was the light because the episode was more clear.
Yeah. It's not that like usual filter that they have on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You want a darker, it's like a darker filter or whatever, darker lighting.
Yeah.
Her eyes kind of come off kind of darker, like a dark blue, but when the light, now I'm just gonna stop talking. Okay.
Well, yeah, because they were like super like crystal blue today, like in the lighting, like, but no, they all looked so good. Like, it's not even fair. But okay, the Josie and the Lizzie scene, that was so cute, that whole sister thing, and just the fact of like Lizzie bringing up the whole dark Josie thing, and then the fact that she left Finch at the school, and like, you know, all of that. Like, it was so cute the way that Lizzie was able to bring out
Dark
Josie and to kind of like snap her out of that mindset that she was in. And I loved that whole scene between the two of them. That was just so cute.
I love it. And like Josie's like saying I love you to her now. It's so easy.
Yes, because she wasn't.
Struggle. Yeah, just say it.
When was the first time she said it to her? Was when before they were sent to the prison world, right?
It was.
No. 204.
Yeah, 2-4.
No,
she didn't say
no,
it.
Josie didn't say it in 204.
Lizzie said it.
Yeah, Lizzie said it, and Josie was like, "You better" or something.
Yeah. And then we got the parallel, and then Lizzie was like, "You're better." Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that was before they were sent to the prison world. So what, like 210 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Because Handon had that disagreement, and then Hope went to the twins' room, and then the twins disappeared. But then them, Lizzie telling Josie to like do drama class and act like, what did she say? Act like a mind-controlled freak or something. Like, it just, like, Lizzie's one-liners in this episode were so funny.
Lizzie, whenever she has a one-liner, it's freaking hilarious.
And Jenny delivers them so well.
She plays Lizzie so perfectly.
I couldn't even imagine another Lizzie. Like, she's
and
just...
the fact that when Kaylee and Jenny first got the parts, they didn't know who was playing who. They didn't know who was playing Lizzie and who was playing Josie, and they were talking about it over coffee.
Well, no, they had their chemistry read, right? So
they were like, well, they didn't. The parts weren't named yet.
Yeah.
When they were reading the script, so they went over coffee and they were talking about, oh, what would happen if one of us had to dye our hair blonde? Who would it be? And then it ended up being Jenny who had to dye her hair. Don't ask me how I know that. I just know that.
No, I think they said that in interviews or whatever.
Oh, I probably did. I don't remember how.
No, that they're and like they're just so good together, the two of them. Like, they just work so well off of each other.
Yeah, they really do.
Okay, and then the girl hitting Lizzie over the head with the hammer. I mean, could you imagine being hired for that part and being like, by the way,
You're gonna hit Jenny
You're
Boyd.
hitting Jenny Boyd over the head with a hammer, and you're going to be happy about it. Just FYI. But then Josie's put into the spot where it's just kind of like she has to snap Hope out of this thing. And it's just like, okay, well...
What she says.
Okay, Landon being Hope's emotional trigger.
Period.
And Josie knowing this.
As he should.
Stop saying his name. Like, the Landon crumbs that we got, the Handon crumbs that we got.
It's what we deserve because we have to wait so long to get them back.
And again, bringing up the whole they're toxic to each other thing. Even Josie
Because
saying
they are
it.
not.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, first of all, how did someone just tell Josie?
Everyone knows
apparently-
that they had sex in.
Apparently, everyone knows that Hope and Landon had sex now.
Oh my god.
Like-
I hadn't even thought about that. I think that she probably told Lizzie and Josie because they are her friends. But like, I don't think everyone knows this. But
No,
it's still funny.
Yeah, but it's just funny that Josie brings up the fact that when you guys had sex,
And he fucking dissolved.
like he dissolved.
Oh my god, I can't.
I mean, how do you deliver that line and not laugh?
God.
It's just, but anyways, like
They just keep
Landon,
bringing it up every episode. Like, yeah.
they do. They bring it up every episode again and again. You're toxic. We're toxic to each other. And like, it's like a broken record now. So when are they going to tell us that they're not toxic to each other?
Season final that we are not getting.
God, no words here, no words.
So sad. This is so damn sad. In October or November, that's when we're getting it. And then we'll have another break before the actual season 4 comes on. So I mean, we're basically getting a break like Riverdale and Supergirl got.
Yeah.
I mean, it does give us a chance to film some podcast episodes in between, and we don't have to come up with as many episodes, so I guess that's okay. It'll keep us busy until October, I guess. But then Hope snapping out of it, and then that flip that, yeah.
Sorry.
Why?
One.
Yeah. The flip that she did over that belt, like Hope is just amazing.
Yeah.
And she's just like, well, now you're all going to attack me. What is her line in that? Now you're all supposed to attack me, and which you'll come to regret
it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna regret it or something.
You're going to regret it. Yeah.
Danielle Rose Russell, I would like once again to ask for your hand in marriage. Just every episode I'm gonna ask that. Okay, continue.
But she delivers that like that power so easily. Like not everyone can act like that. Like not everyone can be like she's just so unafraid, and she's so, mind you, we've seen her broken, we've seen her upset, and we've seen that other side of her, which is amazing. But just the fact that she can deliver this like step into her superhero role and to do it, what needs to be done, and just like deliver these powerful lines, and just like that air of authority is just like, this is why Hope is my favorite character, because she's badass, and I like badass characters.
We love it.
I love it.
And Dave was the perfect Hope Michelson, so
Yeah. Let's talk about pandas.
Oh god.
Can I not call it?
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Okay, I'm sorry, but as soon as I saw the fire, as soon as I saw them sitting by the fire, okay, first off, let's talk about that fire conversation, because they were talking about Finch, and Josie did apologize for what she said about Landon, even though it was true.
Yeah.
But then Hope saying it's okay for you to be happy even if you're the only one of us that is. Like Hope giving Josie the permission to be happy despite Hope and Lizzie not being happy. Because Josie feels guilty about being happy when other people aren't happy, you know what I mean? So like just the fact that Hope was like, no, you are allowed to be happy with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
He is the girlfriend.
Yeah, and which, I mean, Josie is, and it was just a really good, I think that was a really healing conversation between the two of them because, I think, because like Josie won't feel so guilty about being happy with Finch at the school with Hope and Lizzie around now because they've had that kind of conversation already with Hope's blessing saying like, yes, I want you to be happy with Finch.
Mm-hmm. Which I hope we're bringing into. I really would love to see Finch and Hope interact.
Me too.
Yeah.
I would
That
love
would
to see
be
that.
so interesting.
And
And like
Landon.
another girl is always being like Lizzie and Hope and Josie. And we had Cleo, but Cleo was more just with Hope. She
Yeah.
wasn't with Lizzie or Josie because Josie was
Well,
away.
and the fact that Finch and Josie are kind of together, and it really leaves the Hope and Lizzie for their friendship, like for them to continue building this friendship that they've built over the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And I love that. Like it's just, but and then okay, but as soon as I saw that fire scene, I was just like, okay, this is the panda scene.
Why?
I wonder what their thought.
As soon as I saw the 3 of them, I was like, that's literally gonna be Lizzie, Josie, and Hope. I am calling it.
I want to know what was going through the girls' head when they said, oh, by the way, you guys are going to be dressed as pandas and acting like you're drugged.
Yeah.
Like you're
probably
high.
was so funny for them to record.
Well, it was because like Hope was Slug Hope.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Kaylee posted a picture of them 2 in the costumes with their feet up like.
Jenny did?
Kaylee.
Oh, Kaylee did.
See which one is Danielle.
That's cute. Okay, they were all adorable in the panda costumes. Danielle was so little and so cute. And them acting all like drugged and high and dancing around. What did they say? Panda promise or something? They just. Okay, Penny, were you eating some magic cookies when you wrote this?
What?
No judgment.
Were you drinking 2 bottles of wine?
Yeah. Did you have a little bit too much to drink? Because you had a little bit of fun on this episode, didn't you? But the pandas, as soon as I saw that, I was just like, yeah, they're the pandas. Like, how are they going to incorporate pandas into this episode? And they did. They incorporated pandas into the episode. And then the explosion. And then freaking Darth Vader walking out of the hole. Or, I mean, he kind of was like a cross between a Darth Vader and a Kylo Ren. Which, I mean, they're related, so it's whatever. But, like, right, Fur? Like, it was kind of like a Kylo Ren, but also a Darth Vader. But, okay, is he the monster that made Landon hallucinate in the prison world?
Maybe.
And if the drug makes people hallucinate, was it really a monster that Landon saw, or was it someone dressed up as a monster with these drugs?
Good question.
I don't know. We should get the flashback scenes. Please deliver.
We should. But if it is who I think it is in the costume, that could make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I could. These 2 episodes are about to.
Because we did think that the person was coming back at the end of 15. And if the person in the costume is revealed at the end of 15, that ties in really well to 16. Yeah. And where that person is in 16.
I'm just can't wait to watch already these 2 episodes.
Okay. So the preview, okay? Before before the preview happened, and I remember I was talking to you, Vit, and Pia in the chat about what characters the girls would be in the Star Wars episode, like, because we've been talking about this for like a month, right?
Yeah.
About this whole Star Wars thing. And remember, I was trying to figure out who would be who, but I got Josie right because I said Josie was going to be C-3PO.
Yes.
I've always said that Josie's going to be C-3PO, and guess what? She's C-3PO. Is a robot. C-3PO is a robot. Lizzie is Leia.
Lizzie and I are just sitting here.
Lizzie is Princess Leia. Ethan is Han Solo. And Leia and Han Solo get together in the movies. Hope was dressed up. She had a red saber, so it almost looked like she was dressed up as Rey, because Rey had a red saber. But I don't think Rey would have been in the episodes that Landon would have shown her.
No, I think he only showed her A New Hope because he said that he still has to show her the two good sequels that are 5th and 6th.
Right, so it's A New Hope that they're based off of.
That's an episode
So-
title.
Yeah, which is the first Star Wars episode.
Yes,
So would she be Luke?
which make her siblings with Lizzie.
Which would make her siblings with Lizzie. Because Luke and Leia are twins.
Yes.
But she's not dressed as Luke. Like, she actually looks like she's more dark side.
Yes.
So
Also in the 6th one, Luke was kind of dark.
true, because he struggled with his light side and his dark side. Because he was very like Anakin in that sense, right? Where but Anakin went to the dark side, and then Luke ended up going to staying with the light side. But she's not really dressed up as Luke. So I'm still trying to figure out who Hope possibly could be. She could be Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan didn't have a red saber. But I mean, like, unless Landon's Obi-Wan, and then they're fighting Hope.
And then he appears and saves Hope from the monster.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting to see. I love that Lizzie is Leia though, and I love that Josie is C-3PO. I mean, their costumes are amazing also, but I'm actually really looking forward to the next episode.
I have no idea what goes on because I have never watched a Star Wars movie in my life.
I know. She wouldn't be
And
Boba
if
Fett.
Alaric
Gun
is
Star.
Obi-Wan,
Alaric is Obi-Wan?
I don't know. Because he appears and I don't know, he looks like, because Obi-Wan was kind of old in that films.
True, because Obi-Wan. Oh, because Leia would have reached out to Obi-Wan. I think Hope is from the dark side, honestly. She's probably working with Darth Vader.
Hope?
Yeah, because in the preview she was dark, like she looked dark, like and saber colors are very in tune to either light or dark as well, and reds are usually the dark side.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. So the fact that she had a red saber is a huge thing. So I don't know. I'm just interested. I love that Ethan being Han Solo was actually a surprise I did not see. So that's kind of fun. But it'd be interesting to see, like, what other characters did they say were going to be in this episode? Is Cleo going to be in it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there is no way Landon is in it. Like, makes no sense. They better be keeping it as a secret because they can't deal with it.
Yeah. Who's going to be Boba Fett? MG?
I mean, in the 4th, I don't think he appears.
Yeah. So now I have to watch A New Hope. just to brush up on, but I don't know. This is just going to be really, I think this is going to be I mean, Brett always writes really good episodes.
He does. His episodes
So,
this season were awesome.
yeah, every episode Brett has written has been so good. So I'm just going to put faith in him.
Yeah.
And, but that preview is why I think that Lizzie is going to try to set Hope up with Ethan, because she saw them flirting in season 2. So, but then the unexpected turn will be he has feelings for Lizzie, or Lizzie has feelings for him. And also Landon will show up. I'm really mad we're not getting our Star Wars dance. You guys know how much I was looking forward to that.
Same.
Next episode's thumbnail is going to be fun, though, because it's going to be a Star Wars related episode.
Oh my god.
Thumbnail. I got to watch that preview like 4 more times. You know, I got to pick out everything. And I got to watch the ending of that episode again, because just they had the music and everything when he walked out.
It was something.
Like, we were wondering how the girls got into this situation where they're hallucinating, and that made a whole lot of sense because they're all knocked out. But oh, I want this. We only have, what, 2 episodes left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
15, 16.
Why in the interview does it keep saying that we still have 3 episodes?
I don't know. Yeah, he said 3 episodes after this hour. I didn't understand that. But the promo said the last 2 episodes.
We didn't. Today was the edit challenge, and I know that it was. We kind of.
Yeah, the date was like, yeah.
Yeah, we kind of put out the edit challenge without, like, literally the week before Handon broke up.
Not fair.
So I know that, and then the fact that we went 3 weeks with no content, it was kind of hard to find the motivation to
Yeah,
edit.
the inspiration.
But Astrid did come up. She did make an edit, and it's amazing, and you guys have to go check it out. I will link it in the description, so you guys can go check it out and give her some love, because it was so good. And thank you so much for participating, Astrid. And if anyone still wants to participate, you can always edit, upload them. Like, today wasn't like a final day or whatever, so we would love to see the edit still. And we're going to need episode ideas, guys, in between this hiatus.
Yeah. What do you want to know? To hear about us?
Yeah, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to film every other week, not every week. So once the episodes are done, we'll do every other week. Anyways, just be prepared for that.
We're together, Robyn.
Yeah, we'll try to film an episode when Iz and I are together in the same room.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, give us ideas. Let us know. We want to do a Finch episode. Probably redo our Landon episode and maybe our Hope episode. And if there's any other episodes you guys want to see, I know there's a multi-fandom. There's a request for multi-fandom, so we'll probably do that.
Do we want to do our MVP and?
Yeah, let's do because see, it's been so long since we've had an episode. Yeah, Iz, go ahead. MVP and favorite moment.
MVP. I'm gonna have to go with Hope. And my favorite scene, I really did enjoy the scene between the 3 girls at the end with the pandas. So I'm gonna have to go with that one. Or a more serious one is the Lizzie and Josie scene, where Lizzie is talking about Dark Josie and stuff.
Those are all.
Okay.
Do that.
I go?
Yeah.
Yeah. MVP. I don't know if I say Hope or Finch. I'm going with Finch because I think we get her out of Josie, and it was nice having her own story, being her own character out of her relationship with Josie, and I love that. And I cannot describe how much I love that you noticed that Jed was actually scared to lose his position as an alpha. And my favorite scene is probably Hope hitting the bag. Like, can we let this girl just feel her feelings, please? Anytime we get to see Hope just showing her emotions is something I start to celebrate because it's so hard for them to let her just feel whatever she's feeling. Or she's not hiding it. So yeah, when she's punching the bag.
Yeah. Fur?
MVP Lizzie. Favorite moment when Hope gets out of the drugs because of London.
My MVP is also Lizzie because she figured out what was going on in the cult and ended up snapping Josie out of it, and which in turn ended up having Josie snap Hope out of it. So I really think that she was, the catalyst for that. And despite her being there in the first place, Lizzie being Lizzie, she couldn't just leave well enough alone and had to snoop. So she's my MVP. And then my favorite scene is any scene with Snarky Hope.
Yeah, that was fun.
I just love Snarky Hope. Like, just anytime she snaps, I'm in love with it. So any scene with Snarky Hope, that's my favorite scene. But the panda scene was really freaking cute. I hate that we found that just the fact that the panda scene actually turned out to be a really good scene.
It literally did.
It was funny.
Oh, okay. Anyways, that was our episode. We will be back next week for the Star Wars episode. Not sure if we'll be laughing or crying, about Landon not being
Or confusion.
confused. Yeah, you guys will be confused.
Angry?
Hungry?
My reaction.
Oh, angry. Yeah, angry. Maybe hungry. I don't know. But like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us your MVP, your favorite moment. What did you think of this episode? Who do you think Hope is in the next? If you know Star Wars, who do you think Hope is in the next episode? Yeah, just let us know. With that, thank you for joining us.
Love you
Yeah.
guys.
We
Thank
love
you.
every time that you come and join us.
Thank you for having me.
And I think that's it. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.